They made those booths look like there were maybe a couple hours of conversation. Those were weeks.
3 weeks.
Of combos edited down into
joking.
minutes.
Yeah. Well,
literally, we
Wait,
wore the
3
same
weeks in the booth?
outfits
Same
for
outfit.
3 weeks.
How many of those outfits did you have?
One.
just one.
What's up, friends? It's your girl, Emily Curl, here at our iHeartRadio studios in New York City, and we are joined by 3Quency. Can we show some love for 3Quency in our studio? We are so happy to have you here. Welcome to iHeart. Is this your first time in our studios?
Here, yeah.
Yeah.
We were just saying, talking right before the camera's rolling, what a whirlwind you guys have been on. Like, you were saying you don't even know what day it is.
I don't.
It's like
No.
you guys, I mean, it must just be such an amazing time. I was covering the carpet last night at the VMAs. Yes. For those watching, this is Monday morning, right after the VMAs. Whew. Let's talk through the night. Yes. First VMAs, how was the experience? How was the carpet? How was the night? I need all the highlights.
Bro, it was so much fun. Yeah. I feel like we were just excited to be there, you know, with the legends and just being able to be in the same room that we've like kind of watched on TV, you know what I mean? It's definitely different, but we had a time. Yeah, listen, we were turned up. We went and got some food. Like we were chilling. It was a fun time.
Did you get to meet any of the artists? Like I know there's so many incredible people there. Anyone that you're big fans of that you got to hang out with backstage? Had any run-ins with?
Miss Star. Oh my God. Our Star was there. And I was so excited because, first of all, I love her music. But second of all, the visuals, the outfits, the hair, the makeup, it's just always on 10.
Yep.
So, no, I was really excited. We bumped into her on the carpet. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I got to stop you. It's been like 16 interviews of you right behind us. And I just have to say, I love you. But no, she was really, really sweet, super cool. And I'm a big fan. But we met a couple other people, too. Like Killer Roy was back there.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Nick. From
Madison
Love Island.
Was back there.
Yes. And
oh my God, I freaked out. Like,
your girl.
Yeah, like, and then Shinsia, y'all, let me tell you something. Oh my God. I just said it in the middle of an interview. We were doing an interview and I looked and I'm like, Shinsia is right there. So I did like a little arm brush, you know what I'm saying, to see, and then she looked and we made eye contact for a split second, but I didn't want to fangirl too much, but I kept seeing her like I was like, you know, like trying to bump into
like the arm graze,
trying to say something
but I like
that
you guys saw each other.
But yeah, Tease Madison too, like we were outside, we had a little moment because like when I'm act like my feet not hurting, but we had a brief moment where nobody was like over there except for artists, and so the girls were holding me up and I'm like walking like this, and Tease Madison was like, girl, me too, and I was like, I love you, like what, like, so that was real cool too.
Oh, I'm so glad. I mean, and like I said, you guys are having just this massive year. The show comes out, Building the Band, on Netflix. You are the winners. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
We have so many things to dive into. First, I want to know, how long did you have to keep this a secret that you won the show? And did you tell anyone? Did you let it slip? I would not be able to hold a secret that long.
First of all, I was so scared to tell any of my family because everybody's Italian and loud and can't keep their mouth shut. If I tell one person, all of Philadelphia is going to know we just won a Netflix show. So I was like, I got to be real careful with the family members I pick. So I told my grandpa, because obviously grandpa can keep a secret. And then my mom, my sisters, and my dad. But like other than that, my best friend, that was all that I told. I was like, I can't spread this further because everybody is so proud, I think, of all of us, our family, our friends, that like they're going to want to tell the world. And I feel like it's not a fair burden to place on them. Like, hey, here's this big drop.
Right.
Don't give any info to anybody. But yeah, I think I picked the right members to tell because nobody slipped up.
Right. Oh, yeah.
But it was like a year that they had to hold it in.
1 year.
Literally a year to like this day. We literally left filming maybe today or yesterday.
Yeah. To think about this, holding to 1 year, and now that it's out, everyone knows. But I can't even imagine what that was like for you.
Actually, I want to say
September.
Top Down might have come out the day or two after we got back.
Yeah. Okay, that's poetic.
Which is kind of crazy.
We got back home on like the 1st or like the 2nd of September.
Whoa.
Yeah, last year.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
So when it was announced that you were going to be a part of this show, I mean, were your phones blowing up? What was everyone saying? Like, what was that like?
I remember getting our phones back, and I just remember turning it on and it going ding, 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 ding. And I'm like, oh, my gosh.
It's happening. Everyone knows now.
Yes, because I remember I never told anybody where I was going what I was doing. I just like, oh, let's go. And then I just booked my flight and I just left.
Where did everyone think you were? Like Survivor? Did they know you were going on a show?
Like, they don't know where I was. And then I have some of my cousins that have my location. So I remember I didn't say anything, so I just turned off my phone and it pinged my last location. And I remember they were texting my mom asking her, is she okay? Is she alive? Did she get kidnapped? What is she doing? And then I was like, just tell them that I'm okay and that I'm working. And then they asked me again in person. I was like, I can't say anything. So
but then they knew it was something special.
But no, they were freaking out. They were like, oh my God, we thought you were mad at us. And what was wrong? Are you? Yeah, I'm like, I'm not mad at you guys. But it was, my phone was blowing up.
Wow. And then so the show gets unveiled to the world. We get to see a bit of this process. For those who haven't yet seen the show or they're about to start watching us, tell us about this really unique experience that you guys did.
Yeah. I mean, I think the most unique part about it was the fact that you couldn't see anybody for like 3 weeks.
It's like Love is Blind.
Yes, they made those booths look like they were maybe a couple hours of conversation. Those were weeks.
3 weeks
of combos edited down into
joking.
minutes.
Yeah. Well,
literally, we
Wait,
wore the
3
same
weeks in the booth?
outfit
Same
for
outfit.
3 weeks.
How many of those outfits did you have?
One.
just one. What they did was
Dry
like
cleaned them.
when we got done with whatever we were shooting, because everybody got done like filming at like a certain time, they would come and get our clothes. They would put them in a bag. Same accessories, same everything. Like if you had on the same, like if I had on hoops that day, they had to take those hoops. If it was a watch, ring, they would take pictures on what finger your ring was on. Like everything, like they would take everything that you had on, they would hold it. Yeah. Sometimes they washed it, sometimes they didn't. And
You're like, guys, come on.
Yeah, and then you would get it back in the morning, like right before you were supposed to go back down there to film.
Now, did you realize that was going to be the outfit? Like, did you know?
No.
'Cause that's
No.
a lot of,
I was
that's a lot
so
of pressure
pissed.
on
Because
one
I was
outfit.
so
I would have
pissed,
never
bruh.
worn white.
No.
I would have never
I would have
worn
never
white.
worn that. They told me personally, because we had the iPads. We didn't have our actual phones, but they gave us like iPads so that we could communicate with the welfare team and everybody else. They told me I was just going to meet the stylist. They didn't say anything about, oh, this is your audition outfit. They just said, we're going to bring you down there. It's just going to be a quick conversation. They just want to, see what you look like, da-da-da-da. I'm like, okay, cool. So I went down there in what y'all saw in the boots on some cool, chill, I had on a cargo pant. Yeah, I just got here. I'm chilling, nothing too crazy. And they're like, oh, this is perfect. And I'm like, what's
For
perfect?
what? Yeah, for what?
They were like, for y'all audition. I'm like, I can't wear this. I got sparkly boots, sparkly tops. What are we talking about?
By the way, can we have a moment for these shoes? I'd love to rate your closet. I need
Thank
to.
you.
Yes.
Thank you. Shout out to Othay.
But
But
that's
yeah,
yeah,
I had
then
no
you're like,
clue.
okay, so I'm going to spend 3 weeks in this outfit from that point
and
on.
I had no choice. Like, they had to go with it. They had already sent the picture to Netflix. Netflix had already approved it. I had no clue that all of that was going on.
so
But
funny.
had I known, I would have put on something different.
But you know what? I kind of just love this too, that you guys are like, okay, well, I'm thrown into this experience.
That's what it is.
Like, here we
Let's
go.
do it.
We see, it's interesting because we get to see a finished version on the screen, right, of what happens. You guys got to actually live it. In those times when you are, forming the group, we get to see you finally meet each other. What were those reactions? What was your first impression? What was going through your mind? I know we saw it on the screen, but I'm curious for y'all that had that experience.
Honestly, I was just glad we were the same height. Because I'm so small that I was like, if they come out here and they're like 5'10", this is going to be so awkward because I'm going to have to be in the biggest platforms of my life because it would just look like this on stage. So I was like, oh my God, I hope that they're my height. And that was really all I cared about because I was just like, we all wanted to dance in heels and that was a big thing. So I was like, I just hope the height is somewhere around the same and we're all like maybe an inch apart.
Wow.
So it was like perfect. But other than that, I think I was more so just like, yeah, this feels right. Like it felt exactly as I'd hoped it would and exactly as it felt in the booths. I was just now tied to like a physical vessel of what I had been feeling the whole time. So I don't know. It was actually like a really warm feeling. I think that's why we were all like,
Yeah, this is great.
it's like mouths just open.
Well, because now seeing y'all together, it feels like you've known each other for years. Like, I'm like, I can't believe that this was a product of something like this. Does it feel like that for you guys too?
It's been like that. Like, even when we were talking in the booths, we always had that synergy. Like, we always felt that, which was why we were just like, I mean, 2 days in, we were like, okay, so I'm like, all right, listen, so I want to talk to Bree and I want to talk to Winnie so we can go ahead and, nip this in the bud. And they're like, gotta talk to other people.
Still 45
you know,
other
like
people.
you still have to talk to other people.
But you
we
all
would
just
have liked
knew.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
and
had
we
that
were
gut
the first
feeling.
band to actually lock in, even though they said that we were band 3. We were the first band to lock in. Like, we were already like good and ready to go. So we've always been like this. It just keeps getting stronger and stronger.
And we see your evolution now. Looking back, when you watch it back, and you obviously have a different perspective now that you've lived it.
Yeah.
What do you think it was that set you apart from the other groups?
I think our bond, honestly, we went in and we talked all about sisterhood and bond and connection. And like, I think the biggest thing that people even online were like, oh wow, like you can actually see like they read each other's cues and this and that. And it's funny because I feel like we've seen a lot of discourse online of like people trying to break down like certain looks and certain things, and we're like, y'all are never gonna know what these things mean.
Yeah, y'all don't get
we
it.
have our own language that is
Literally.
so like literally we have a notes of
With
secret
certain
words
words
that we know.
say.
Oh,
my
so and
God,
so
I need
doesn't
to
want to
see
do
that
this.
note.
Cool, we're gonna use
We
this
don't
word.
play.
Like we have a whole thing. So everything with us has been on lock since day one, and that's very much how we've moved, and we are very protective of one another.
Yeah.
So I think all of that being factored in, it didn't matter on the talent end or not, because that chemistry and that love for one another was going to show.
Yeah.
And I think ultimately, like, everybody there was talented, but I think that's what really pushed us over the edge, because it was something that was instant for all three of us from the moment we spoke in the booths.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I would say our bond. I would say that connection that we have.
And like you said, the fans are really invested in you all and in the story of the group.
Yeah.
Has it surprised you just how intense sometimes they can be, or things that they pick up on, or that they want to have opinions about? Because that also comes with the territory.
It's kind of crazy because like they'll pick up on stuff that we don't even notice. They'll be
No.
like, oh well, so and so looked at her so and so this type of way, and I'm like, I did.
You're like, I don't even remember that.
What
You're
am I
like,
talking
a
about?
million
See
things in
that?
mind. Yeah.
But it's also like what Bree said. It's like our little moments and like stuff that only we know, or like stuff that means different to us. So it's like the way they see it, we don't even see it like that because it's different in our way. But it's definitely been like, again, we just stepped outside to go get like food from a food truck, and someone was like, oh, 3Quency, and I'm like, oh, hi. So it's really cool just to see everybody like support us and be happy to see us, and it's like really surreal, like super surreal.
That's my next question. What's the biggest change for you personally in your own personal life now that this show is out? I mean, people know you, they know the bands.
It's a whirlwind. I literally was on FaceTime with like my entire family this morning, and it's honestly, I think, affected them more than it's affected me.
Really?
Like, because I feel like we kind of knew what came with the territory,
Yeah.
and also like having done things like Trolls and Disney in the past, where I'd like been experienced in like that element of exposure. I had kind of had an understanding of how things could go post the show, but I didn't think it was going to go this fast or this quick. So like, it's even for my family, like they'll go places now and everybody's like, oh my God, the 3Quency, the girls, and like they're being stopped or they're being asked questions or people are coming up to them. And I think it's affected them in a way that they've never experienced before, which is
Wow.
also crazy. Like she was even saying like she'll go to the gas station with her mom and people are like, oh my God. And she'll be like, oh, I'm in my bonnet. Like there's
chilling.
there's regular life things that you
Yeah.
do with your family that like now we're starting to realize we
That,
maybe
like,
can't do the same way anymore.
Yeah.
So I think it's, at least for me, it's affected, I think, family and friends a lot more, even like coming up on their timelines and their, social media. Like every time they scroll, they see something else 3Quency. So it's like, it's a lot of information and exposure all at once, but we're grateful for it because, it just means that the 3Quency fan base is growing and we have more to share. So it's beautiful.
And when the fans do come up to you, what is the most common thing that they want to ask you about? What do they want to know? I'm sure I would want to know the Netflix tea. I feel like I'd be like, what is going on?
But lately, especially last night at the VMAs, they were like, so are y'all going on tour? When is the next song dropping? Are y'all doing an album? Like, they try to get all the tea.
And
They try
that's
to
my
get all
job,
the
because
tea.
you know I'm going to ask you about that.
Also,
trying to
we're
get
like,
all
we
the
just dropped the
tea.
song
We're
2
like,
days
we
ago.
just
Y'all
dropped
ready
it
for the
today.
next one?
Oh,
They're
Can we
ready.
get them the first?
Give us some time.
yeah, let us have. But that's the thing, is like, you guys are so good that we already want more.
I love it.
I love that, though.
Let's talk about the
I
first
love
drop.
that.
The music video drops. I mean, I feel like this is like your introduction. Obviously,
what
we
I
see
keep
you. Okay, yes.
saying.
Tell me your thoughts on this.
It's 3Quency's introduction to the world, and it's kind of like it shows a side of us that we never showed on the show. Like we were very, cute and confident, but we never really showed that sensual side of us. So the fact that we were able to show that is kind of like, here we are, we're bold, we're confident, this is who we are, and yeah, that was basically what it was.
I think that goes back to what I was saying earlier. It just seems like you guys do have this synergy that you already know each other, where as a group, you obviously have to be in alignment. Like, that's something that's so important, and that's what makes groups stand the test of time.
Always.
How was this the right alignment for you guys, and what conversations did you have to know that this was the right thing to lead with?
So being the oldest of 2 other girls, I'm one of 3 girls. So I kind of already had the understanding of how those dynamics could be.
Yep.
And I think I wanted to avoid any conflict that could make it difficult for us to communicate with one another. So I remember when we first moved in, I was like, 1, there's anything y'all don't like and you don't feel comfortable telling anybody, you come tell me, and I'll be the one to go be like, I hate this. We're not doing it. Like, absolutely not. Because I don't care. Like, I'll be the first to be like, I'll find the words to tell y'all we're not doing something. But then the next thing was, if it's a no.
That's so important. Like,
no, it
really
is.
It
like, really is.
Because you got to stick to a vision and you got to really believe in that.
And also, if you've never been in those environments before, sometimes it's a little bit nerve-wracking to go up to the execs or the showrunners or the producers and be like, we really don't feel comfortable. Like,
or to doubt something, to be like, well, they maybe know better. You know,
yes,
it's hard
exactly,
to know.
exactly. And then after that, I was like, also, if there's something that y'all don't want to do, if it's a no from one of y'all, it has to be a no from the three. Like, we will never do something that one of us is slightly uncomfortable with. If it is not 100% across the board, how can we look back at that product and feel happy about it or comfortable with what we did?
So on the other end, does that mean when you do something, it has to be 100% yes?
Yes.
Okay, so it's like we have to be locked in.
Okay.
We also love it.
That's on everything. That's what posting pictures. That's what outfits. That's what hair. Like, that's what everything.
All
like,
across the board.
we could literally take 1,000 pictures, but if one person is like, I kind of feel like my eye looks like it's a little closed on that one,
can
we'll all be like,
no, scrap it.
Next
That's not the one.
This is like the most healthy relationship.
Yeah,
healthy friendship.
and we defend each other
that
too.
too.
Like, I feel like for me, Bree is like the PR trained version of me. I'm not going to really think about what it is that I'm about to say. I'm just gonna say it, and I hope you understood. If you don't get it, sorry for you.
Which,
you know
can
what
I just
I'm
say,
saying?
this mix is an interviewer's dream.
Yeah, like,
because we get the great sound bites. You're dropping the secrets. I'm like, this is everything.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So we're ride or die, like, for each other. Like, we don't play. Even Winnie, like, when we first like linked up, Winnie, she's the golden retriever and she's like the positive,
super,
happy
like,
one. So she will take like, okay, well, maybe we can be open to this and da. But even Winnie is like, hey, I seen what y'all was saying in the comments. No, what's up?
It
Like,
gets
you know
to
what I
a
mean?
point. Like, I'm super nice and I'm super chill, but like once you push it, I get there. Because it's like, especially for the people that I love the most.
Yeah.
Don't. Oh yeah, I can't do it.
Well, were you expecting? I guess my question too: were you expecting that to come with the territory? Obviously, there's a little bit of that, but then once you're in it, I think it's never quite what you think.
Yeah, I definitely was expecting it, just because I feel like people always have something to say. Yeah. No matter what you do, it could be positive, it could be negative, anything. They will judge anything. But I think it comes to a certain point where, like, it's a lot on one person. Like, when they started doing stuff with Nori, me and her were quick to.
I went on live instantly and was like, y'all need to sit down.
Y'all need to chill out.
The edit is what you're watching, but we experienced a very different thing.
It was completely
remember
different.
that.
I got a villain edit, bro. Like, I got a villain edit out of this world. But honestly, I'm grateful for it, like, looking back on it. Because I was expecting, like, you just expect certain things when you're in this industry. So I was expecting some haters. I knew that. You know what I'm saying? I knew that shit was coming. But and then, like that was on a whole nother scale. But like I said, I'm grateful for it, because now I really don't care. Like, I thought I didn't care to begin with, but
now
I really just don't, because I got it in the worst way. Like, I got it in the worst way. So now I really don't care.
Like, people being like, oh, I hate this outfit, or oh, I hate this hair, or oh, I hate this. When it's like coming for your character, that's when you kind of go like, like, I remember we had done like another interview where we were sitting just like this, and everybody online was like, oh my God, the girls are throwing side eye at Bree, and Winnie was the first one in the comments, like, we were scared to speak, we were looking at her like, girl, please take this question.
That was also that too. They also came for her too, and I was like,
always there's always little things,
where you
but
have to navigate.
It's also something that, like, I even have to, like, look at them and be like, yo, it's not real. Yeah. Like, everything people say online, and as much as it can affect us and hurt our feelings, like, it's either a bot, a troll, or somebody who just wants you to pay attention to them. Yeah. Either way, I would never go out of my way to comment something like that about somebody, no matter how I felt. So
we not that invested.
No. So
whatever
if you're invested, it says more about you than anything else.
I think at the end of the day, though, it just feels nice because we all have each other's backs. So when
and you can
like
tell, like, this is like such a great.
So when stuff like that happens, we're quick to like, chill out.
Yeah.
But also, we also tend to like not pay attention to the negatives either. It's very rare that we'll respond, but it's always like a one and done thing, and that's exactly what I always say. I'm like, okay, I'm addressing this one time, and that's all. Like, I'm not repeating myself. Because it's like the more you pay attention to it, the more they want to nitpick. So I'm like, no.
Another amazing part of the show we have to talk about is the judges that you had on this show. Kelly, Nicole, Liam. I mean, being on the show with them, being a part of that, what did you learn? I mean, it's hard to even say. They're so iconic. But what was those big takeaways from being with these major artists?
I I think a big one for me. So this is something that wasn't shown a ton on the show. I was really, really sick. Like, I was throwing up every night. I had hives up my body.
Oh my God.
I have never been that sick in my life. I rolled my ankle. I pulled my back. Like, everything that could go wrong went wrong from, like, the moment we met on stage after levitating, everything just went downhill.
Wait, to add on too.
Yeah.
She's also vegan.
So my
she
food
kinda-
options were limited.
Yeah,
it was like
so
Just like it was just
too.
a tough.
And
It
we
was
were
just
over there
really
for
hard.
7 weeks. So imagine not being able to eat like you really, really, really
Need to eat.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. So no, there was a lot of things happening, and I remember it was my birthday, the day we performed Have You Ever, and it was my golden birthday. That's why we were in gold. But Kelly had sat down with us, and she was like kind of just looking at us, and she was like, "What's with this energy today, y'all? Like, you good?" And we were like,
It's been a
no,
day.
Yeah.
We
like we
tired.
had all been crying. We were so tired vocally. Everybody was spent. Like, everybody had just been through it. And I just remember she had said something about like the way we were speaking about things. Cause I think there was somebody had said something about like, oh my God, I can't sing that note, my voice. And she was like, can't. Don't say can't. And we were like, what? And she was like, power of the tongue. Like, y'all need to remember what you speak, you manifest. You can do it. It's just not in your toolkit today. And I was like, yo.
Oh, that's good.
Whoa. And because I was so like, and again, she obviously didn't know what I'd been going through either, but like I had so many things that I felt like were just against me in that moment physically. And we were about to go do Have Mercy after this. Like,
Which that's crazy that you did that afterwards. Like,
all of it. Yes. And that's what I'm saying. So I really pulled from what she said in that moment. And I was like, she's right. I can do this. And the things that I want to do might not be in my toolkit today, but I'm going to find what is in my toolkit and I'm going to utilize the heck out of it and go out there and do what I need to do. So I would say like that for me was a huge, like, it honestly, I think gave me the fuel that I needed, like that last push.
like, yep.
Yeah. Especially with our moms coming too. But like that combo was
the
everything
push.
that I needed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then so obviously, like we said, we see you win the show. Now you're releasing new music. Like you said earlier, you know, you're going to ask for the fans. Can we expect more music coming soon? More visuals? Is there a tour?
I was gonna say, I don't know how much I
Give
can
the mic
say.
to Nori.
Well, I
Let's
know
see.
what I can say is that there definitely is a tour. There's a tour coming
On the way.
on the way.
Okay.
Announcement may or may not be happening in the next 24 hours.
May or may
With-
not.
Oh my God.
With, look
Yeah.
and listen, we got some familiar faces.
Faces that may be coming.
You might know. You might know.
Some special guests.
Oh, this is so exciting. Okay,
it.
so this happened.
No, but
I love
yeah.
this. Okay, so this also probably means more music as well.
We've been working very, very hard. I'll tell you that. We've have lots of stuff under our sleeves. Yeah, so that's all I can say. We've been working very, very hard.
Oh my
We
God.
love the Tommy Brown camp a lot.
Yes.
We've been
Shout out
spending
to
a lot
Tommy
of
and his
time
team.
over there in Champagne.
With cookies.
With a lot of
Cookies,
cookies.
Oh,
naps,
yes.
blankets,
Yeah, Champagne Therapy takes
chicken,
care of
As you
us.
should.
fries.
But no,
everything.
we've been grinding. I mean, we've been working on some stuff for the last year. So there's a lot in
Yeah,
Right,
in
because
a
we
lot.
forget. It's like there has been that time.
That time
Yeah.
gap, yes. That's what I'm saying. Under
Wow.
our sleeve, there's a lot to just let loose real quick.
Well, we are so excited for you guys. Thank you so much for coming in here. Can we give it
Thank
up one more
you.
time for
Thank you
3Quency
so
in our
much.
studios? And cannot wait for the year you're about to have.
It's lit.
Thanks so much for watching. Did you like that video? You can check out a few more over here, and don't forget to subscribe to iHeart right here. And if you're already a longtime fan, make sure you ring the bell down below so you don't miss a single video. We'll see you next time.